Fellow peoples of the Southern Cameroons, fellow Ambazonians, today na number 1 day for the month for March 2019. My name na Capo Daniel. This one na my daily podcast for una. Finally, document them for inside the IG, the interim government, that be released for our site, where it show how much money they be spend for this interim government. It shows why people they be die for inside ground zero. People they sacrifice their lives, sacrifice their businesses, sacrifice their schools. Samuel Sarko, when are the acting interim president for the interim government, it be use money for inside the interim government like a private ATM machine. According to that document, the way they don't release them, it is shown a summary for expenditure them. It shows for the time where Samuel Sarko it take over Siseko each year. Today, that means about 1 year, it done spend for one account alone over 70 million CFA. And it is spend that money now for hotel, spend them for restaurant, spend them for buy petrol for a motor. It put expenditure. So once it has na presidency, that means it take money to this spend them for it has. For one account alone, it shows from the time for Siseko till now, the interim government, it done spend over 1 million USA dollar. That means now close to 600 million CFA. And that one, include the account for my trip to Buea. We will even here say, if we take online money, transfer them over 80,000 for just one account alone. Samuel Sarko be the pay itself for consultation. Move money the pay for advertisement. When another way for move money for pay some activists them. It means say some activists that be the chop money for inside the interim government. Now time for all we for ask all the activists the way now they be the cover up for Samuel Sarko. Me them come out can talk how much money they be chopping for this interim government. This struggle is starting a struggle for noble people. People like Tassan Wilfred, where they be sacrifice all their things, then deny corruption. Samuel Sarko administration, since them come, they don't turn this struggle into a struggle of thieves, robbers, and embezzlers who are even worse than the regime of Mr. Paul Biya. They don't turn our Ambazonian boys into kidnappers, abandoning diplomatic efforts, turning the various divisions that we have into conflicts amongst ourselves. Why some activists, the way they provide political cover for this corruption and misappropriation for the interim government, they pretend that they is surprised. Why some of the country reps, they pretend that they is surprised. Now over 1 year since we be raised alarm say that they collect money, they chop them, we be done talk say less than 20% of money where they be the collect them, in they reach for ground zero. They generous them, they be the complain. So me man, stand, it talk say it be shock, say they be the chop money, why people they suffer, they die, boy they cry for granite and sticks, day. Enough whistleblower, they be done stand, they be done talk. Dr. Santos, they be done talk. Many other people, they don't come up for the interim government. They be done stand and talk. We be done do research, we don't reveal them. But each time they be the insult. Each time they be the protect Samuel Sarko, insult other people. Because them too be the chop for insider money. They be the talk say all complain the way they be the make am because now they be belong for other groups. They be the talk say na conspiracy theory. They may not be a reality. All this money where they don't chop them, it will be avoidable. We could have saved all this money and saved lives on ground zero. Instead of being shocked, people have to take responsibility of this misappropriation and corruption that have cost us human lives. People like Mark Barata should not say they did not know or they are shocked because they in their presentation in the UK had acknowledged that money were missing, but still in public they protected Sarko from corruption and misappropriation. The country reps have to take responsibility. They cannot say they did not know because after report, when we put out that corruption was going on, they were pretending and colluding and assuring us that they had taken steps to make sure that they have accountability. When we complain about my trip to Buea, they said that they had received accountability about this money. Now we know all of them were liars. All of them were corrupt officials. All of them were covering up for what? They have to take responsibility today for this corruption, this gross misappropriation that has cost us physical human lives on ground zero. Because today the same schemes and scams are still going on in Ambazonia. People are still raising funds without appropriate measures based on lies. without any sensitivity to the amount of people that are dying during this war period. The Restoration Council has failed the Ambazonia people in its job to vet and monitor and supervise the IG's cabinet. The country reps have failed the Ambazonian people in the diaspora by lying and covering up for corruption and embezzlement. IG surrogates who were given political cover-up for this madness and embezzlement have to apologize before the Ambazonian people. We cannot be running away from a corrupt system, yet supervising and tolerating one that is worse than that which we are running away from. Now we know that when they were refusing transparency and accountability, it was not because they were hiding any sensitive information that could jeopardize national security. It was because they were hiding corruption. They were using our struggle as a milking machine to milk our people of important resources that were supposed to be directed to Ground Zero, to embezzle and enrich themselves. Money for my trip to Buea that was promised to go all to Ground Zero and share amongst the groups were being used to pay hotel bills, used to spend money in restaurants. Oh my goodness, what a shame. Even after these documents have been exposed to the public, they still try to cover up, and in doing so, they even make it even worse, coming out to say that it was a fake. And their paid surrogates still come out to go along to deceive and cover up again for them. People should not be shocked and surprised, because we had warned that you don't use people who have criminal records. We had warned about the record of Samuel Sako, that somebody who have practiced 419, somebody who had embezzled money from a church institution, should not be given the helm for a revolution which seeks to repair such ills. People who were saying we should ignore past records have to come and apologize to the Ambazonian people. We want to tell the Ambazonian people, when you receive this message, do not be worried, do not be discouraged. Because when God exposes something, it is for us to fix it. And thank God there is more than one faction, there is more than one group that has been working so hard for this struggle. It was not by a mistake when Paatasan Wilfred, when he left La République du Cameroon and come to Nigeria, he called people who have track records in this struggle to give them the trust to sign and create institutions upon which our revolution should be built on. It's time for us to go back. It's time for us to clean house. It's time for those who don't have integrity to be asked to sit on the back bench. It is time for restoration of dignity, honor, pride. It's time for service. If the various citizen volunteers who have mounted positions in the IG fail to take their responsibility to acknowledge the corruption that has taken place under their own eyes, then that institution will be set aside completely. Fellow Ambazonians, we have come a long way. We'll not return back with the amount of people who have paid the ultimate price, with the people who have sacrificed their businesses, with those who have been internally displaced, those who have run away to Nigeria. We have to fight. We have to roll our sleeve. We cannot give up. We cannot look behind. The sacrifices that has been made will not be let to go under the water. Let us come together. Let us fight for our country. Let us restore our dignity. Let us do the right thing, and let us put the Ambazonian people, let us put our revolution ahead of any divide, any affiliation, and let us fight to liberate our land. We have seen the light, we have attained contenderhood. It is time for us to realign ourselves and march on to victory, and do things a new way, and do things the right way henceforward. May our independence and freedom be forever. May this struggle be short. God bless you.